Hi everyone, welcome back to Law School Gyms with Bria. My name is Bria Riley and I'm the founder of Law School Gyms. I am also a practicing in-house attorney here in Dallas, Texas, working for a publicly traded company in their marketing, advertising, and IP legal group. If you are new to my channel, thank you for joining me. I'm excited to have you. And if you are already one of my gyms, welcome back. I'm even more excited to have you guys. I know that you could be anywhere else in the world, but you are choosing to be here today to pick up on these gyms. And I'm excited, honey, because today we are going to be talking about physical health. I know last week we discussed mental health as a part of your overall wellness, but today we are going to be discussing your physical health because it is also an important aspect of your overall wellness. But before we dive in, I just wanted to affirm you and talk about gratitude. I know that sometimes we get in a cycle of complaining and we want to talk about, oh, I gotta do this, or oh, I don't want to do that, or oh, I got this to do. Well, instead, we should look at the glass as half full, and we should look at it as, I get to do this. I get to read that case. I get to go talk to my law school professor, even though I've been scared, but I did it, and I'm patting myself on the back for that. I get to go study for that exam, and all of the things that you may be facing or confronting this week, or circumstances or challenges you may be confronting as well, it's all going to prepare you for something bigger and greater, and it all comes from a place of gratitude, and it's a privilege, right? It's a privilege to be in law school. It's a privilege to be confronting the challenges that you are, because trust me, someone else wants your seat, but you have it. So without further ado, I'm not going to lecture you too much, but always operate from a place of gratitude, and let's dive right on in.
We are born to win. Come and learn the basics with Law School Gyms.
So one of the things that I neglected when I was in law school was going to my annual physical exams, like physical checkups, whether that be a physical, just like an annual physical that I needed, or dental cleanings or things like that, because I got so bogged down in the minutia of law school that I just neglected my physical health, quite frankly. And as a woman, or even as a man, that's something that we should not do. But specifically for women, I'm going to address some things that you should be doing to make sure that you are keeping up with your physical health throughout the year, throughout your semesters in law school, etc. So make sure you have an OBGYN. Make sure you are going to your well women's visits every year. Also in those visits, if you're of a certain age, make sure that you're getting your mammograms. It's recommended for women 21 to 65 that every 3 years you get your pap smears. Make sure that you're doing those as well, and that you're keeping up with your physical health, because it affects overall how you're going to do and what you're going to be able to accomplish in law school if internally things are not right. Also, make sure that you get a primary care physician on your team and that you're going to annual physical checkups, even if you feel absolutely good, because you never know what's going on internally, and it doesn't hurt to keep a pulse on those things. And the same thing for my guys out there, right? Make sure that you link up with a primary care physician and that you're taking care of your physicals. For both men and women, it's recommended that you go to biannual dental cleanings. So make sure that you are getting your teeth cleaned every 6 months. If not, you can build up plaque and tartar, and that can also clog your arteries later. You don't want any of those things. So make sure that you have the right healthcare physicians on your team. And I know when I was in law school, I don't know how it is now, but at least for me, back in 2015 when I was starting, our law schools made sure that the students all had medical insurance or health insurance of some kind. Either if we were under a certain age and we could still be on our parents' insurance, we had that, or they offered you insurance through the school, or if you were willing to pay out of pocket for your own insurance, because most people didn't have the opportunity or the privilege to be able to work. But they made sure that people had health insurance. And then for some of you who are part-time students and you're also a full-time employee, you may have health insurance through your job. But either way it goes, make sure that you are using that insurance. And if your law school doesn't require it, make sure that you have it. Don't neglect your physical health thinking that, oh, I can just hold that off for 3 years until I get through this phase of my life, because you want to be able to get through law school. You can't do that if you're not checking in on your physical health. Also, for both men and women, a lot of times when you're in law school, you spend a lot of time slumped over laptops, reading books, shoulders crunched up, tensed up all the way up to your ears, and you are not even realizing that you're neglecting your posture, right? And it begins to affect your neck, your upper back, your cervical spine, your muscles, etc., all up into your head. It can give you tension headaches, etc. And so you want to make sure that if you can, and if it's something you can afford, try to get a massage every now and again. Try to go to chiropractic care. Try to do things that make sure that you are tending to your posture, even if it means that you're just checking in with yourself every day. Okay, so if you feel your shoulders rising, relax, check in with your breath. Make sure that you are breathing, because that helps, and it helps you check in with your body. It also helps you relax. Make sure that you're going for walks. A lot of times we sit and we're sedentary as lawyers, as law students. You're constantly at a desk of some sort. Make sure that you move. If you can get you a desk, even if it's manual, that rises, like you can set it on your desktop and maybe you can lift it yourself and you can stand up as you type every now and again, or a desk that actually is automatic and it raises for you, that would be even better. And it's going to be so much more helpful, so much more of a game changer to make sure you are exhibiting correct posture when you're studying and preparing for your law school exams or whatever the case may be, even if it's just for classes. Make sure that you are also drinking lots of water and staying hydrated. It's also recommended that you engage in some type of physical activity, some type of physical exercise. When I went to law school, I lived in Chicago, and so a lot of times my exercise was my cardio. It was walking from the train to law school, then from law school back to the train, and then home, and then walking intermediately throughout the day in the city. And that was my cardio. And it was also beautiful. It was refreshing. It was great to get that fresh air. It was great to move around and be active. And your body needs movement. It's not meant to be stuck in one position for hours on end. So every 2 to 3 hours, make sure you're getting up, you're standing, you're moving. If you have some type of Fitbit or Apple Watch or something that can track your movement, something that can help and encourage you and motivate you to get up and get active, wear that. Hold yourself accountable and make sure that you're engaging in that physical activity. Studies show that it improves your self-esteem. It reduces anxiety and stress. It also helps with alleviating headaches, and it can boost your sleep. So those are all of the tips that I have with respect to your physical health. If there are any others out there that I may have neglected to mention that you think would be helpful for law students or anyone who could benefit from improving their physical health, drop them in the comments below and let me know what you do to take care of your physical health as well, because it is a part of your overall wellness. And I want to learn. I want to hear from you as well. Thank you so much again for being with me here today. Please feel free to like and share this video with someone who you think could benefit from it. Also subscribe to the channel because it really helps me grow it. And thank you as always for watching to the very end, because that also helps me reach larger audiences like you so we can continue to grow and expand law school gems. And until next time, I will see you guys again. Bye, y'all.